Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn the numerical on non-swave portal frame. It is part 2 by slope and deflection method for the subject structural analysis 2. This was the given problem. Analyze the frame shown in the figure by slope and deflection method and draw the bending moment diagram and take the value of EI as the constant. This was the given frame. So this was the already you have seen that it is a sway frame. Okay. So the next step in the slope and deflection equation is the equilibrium equation. Now here we will consider the equilibrium of the joint B equal to 0. That is summation of moment at joint B equal to 0. So at joint B, two members are connecting. One is BA and another one is BC. So moment in member BA plus moment in member BC, it should be equal to 0. Okay. So we know the equation of moment for member BA is minus 33.74 plus EI theta B plus 0.375 EI delta. The equation of moment for member MBC that we have find out after applying the slope and deflection equation is 18.75 plus 1.34 EI theta B plus 0.67 EI theta C equal to 0. Now collecting the common terms of EI theta B, then EI delta, then EI theta C, and rearranging the equation, we get 2.34 EI theta B plus 0.67 EI theta C plus 0.375 EI delta equal to 14.59. This is the first equilibrium equation. Okay. Now here we have to apply the second equilibrium equation. So that is summation of moment at the joint C equal to 0. So at joint C there are two members are connecting. One is CB, another is CD. So MCB plus MCD equal to 0. So here according to the slope and deflection equation, the moment for member equation of moment for member CB is minus 18.75 plus 0.67 EI theta B plus 1.34 EI theta C. And equation for member MCD it is 8.89 plus 1.34 EI theta B plus 0.67 EI delta. Okay, collecting the terms of EI theta B, EI theta C and delta. So we get the second equilibrium equation, that is 0.67 EI theta B plus 2.68 EI theta C plus 0.67 EI delta equal to 9.86. So this is the second equilibrium equation. So in this frame there are three unknowns, theta B, theta C and the sway, that is delta. So here three equilibrium equation will be required. Already two we have seen. Now the third equilibrium equation. So here in the first two equilibrium equation we apply the joint equilibrium. Now here you have to apply the shear equilibrium now. Okay. Now here at A we will consider the horizontal force acting towards the left. Also at D the horizontal force which is acting towards left. Now here the horizontal force acting towards the left we will consider it as a positive. Okay. Now we will take the summation of Fx equal to 0. Here we are considering the horizontal shear equilibrium. Okay. Now here if you apply the summation of Fx equal to 0, here this is nothing but HA, and this is HD. This is HD. Okay. Now here both these forces are acting toward the left. So plus HA plus HD. So this 40 kilonewton is acting towards the left. So plus, and this 25 kilonewton per meter UDL is acting towards the right hand side. So it is minus. Okay. So HA plus HD plus 40 minus 25 into the length, that is 4, equal to 0. And if you solve this, we will get HA plus HD equal to 60. So this is the third equilibrium equation. Okay, now here you have to find out the value of HA and HD in terms of the moment. Okay, now this is the member AB. Okay, subjected to load, already it is given in the problem, subjected to UDL 25 kilonewton meter. Okay, here we have considered this horizontal force HA. Now here we don't know how the moments are acting, because here we have to find out the moment, but we have assumed that these movements are acting in anti-clockwise direction. So at joint B there is a movement MBA, at joint A there is a movement MAB. Okay, now here to find out the value of HA, we will consider the summation of moment at joint B equal to 0. Okay, now here we will consider anti-clockwise as positive and clockwise as negative. Okay, so here moment MAB, it is acting in anti-clockwise direction, so positive. MBA again acting in anti-clockwise direction, so positive. Now this force 25, so it will act like this. Okay, so it is acting in anti-clockwise direction, so plus 25 into 4, that is the length, and the CG is 2 meter, so 25 into 4 into 2, and this horizontal force HA will act in clockwise direction. Okay, so it will be minus, so minus HA, the length will be 4 meter, equal to 0. So here we want to find out the value of HA in terms of the moments. Okay, so if we solve this, HA will be equal to MAB plus MBA divided by 4 plus 50. Okay, so this is the value of HA. Now we'll consider the next vertical member, that is CD. Okay, so it is subjected to load of 40 kilonewton. Now here also we are considering the moment acting in anti-clockwise direction. We don't know what is the direction of movement, but here we assume that it is acting in the anti-clockwise direction, both the moments. As we know that if the movement is acting in anti-clockwise direction, we are considering it as plus. Here you have to find out the value of HD. To find out the value of HD, we will consider the summation of moment at joint C equal to 0. So here moment MDC, it is acting in anti-clockwise direction, so plus. Moment MCD is also acting in anti-clockwise direction, so plus. Then next, this 40, point load 40 is acting in clockwise direction. So 40 into the length is 2 meter, as it is acting in anti-clockwise direction, so minus. So next force is the HD, so it is also acting in clockwise direction, so HD into the length, that is 3. So here sign is minus, and if you solve this, so HD equal to MDC plus MCD divided by 3 minus 26.67. So here we have find out the value of HA and HD. So we'll put this value of HA and HD in that equation. In this equation number 3. So HA plus HD equal to 16. Putting the value of HA, this is the value of HA, that is MAB plus MBA upon 4 plus 50. Okay. Value of HD is MDC plus MCD upon 3 minus 26.67 equal to 60. Okay. Now if we solve this, we'll get the equation 3MAB plus 3MBA plus 4MDC plus 4MCD equal to 450 by solving this equation. Okay. Now here we have to put the value of the moment in member AB. Already we have find out by applying the slope and deflection equation. So putting this value of MAB, then MBA, MDC and MCD. Okay. So here we have put the value of MAB and MBA. Okay. Here we have put the value of MCD, MDC and MCD. Okay. Now here again you have to collect the common terms, that is EI theta B. Okay. Then EI theta B, then EI theta C and delta. Okay. So we'll get the next third equilibrium equation, that is 4.5 EI theta B plus 8 EI theta C plus 7.58 EI delta equal to 475.55. So this is the third equilibrium equation. So solving equation number 1, 2 and this equation number 4. So by solving this, we'll get the first unknown, that is EI theta B equal to minus 2.15, EI theta C equal to minus 16.05, so 01, EI delta equal to 80.91. So putting these values in the slope and deflection equation. So this is the slope and deflection equation for member AB. Putting the value of EI theta B and EI delta. So moment in member AB is 62.61. This is equation of moment for member BA. Putting the value of EI theta B and EI delta. So moment in member BA is minus 5.15. Putting the value of EI theta B and EI theta C for member BC. So moment in member BC is plus 5.15 kilonewton meter. Then moment in member CB is minus 41.64 by putting the value of EI theta B and EI theta C. The moment in member CD is 41.64 and moment in member DC is 25.70. Okay. Next step is to draw the superimposed bending moments diagram. Okay. Already we have found out this moment in the respective members. Okay. Now here you have to draw the superimposed bending moment diagram. So here you have to use the sign convention, that is anti-clockwise plus and clockwise as minus. Okay. So moment in member AB is plus. Plus means anti-clockwise. It is 62.61. Now here you have to keep the pen on member AB nearer to A along the line AB. And now here this moment is anti-clockwise direction. So you have to rotate the joint in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so I am rotating the joint in anti-clockwise direction and this should cut the lines once. Okay, that means this movement is acting on the left hand side of the joint A. So here you have to show the value 62.61. Okay, now next moment is moment in member B. It is minus. Minus means clockwise. That means you have to keep the pen nearer to joint B towards A. Okay, now here you have to rotate the joint in clockwise direction now. So I will rotate the joint in clockwise direction and it should cut the member ABA once. That means this movement is acting towards the left hand side of the B and it is 5.15. So connect these 2 points by a straight line. Okay. Now movement in member BC is 5.15. That means it is acting in anti-clockwise direction. So you have to keep the pen nearer to B along line BC and I will rotate the joint in anti-clockwise direction. So I will rotate the joint B in anti-clockwise direction and cut the member BC once. That means this movement 5.15 it is acting above. Now we will consider the next member, that is CB. Okay, here the value is minus 41.64. Minus 41.64 that is clockwise. So you have to rotate the joint C in clockwise direction and it should cut the members once. Okay, here value is 5.15 and here it is 41.64. So connect these 2 points by a straight line. Okay, now next moment in member CD is 41.34. Okay, so as it is plus, that is anti-clockwise. So keep the pen nearer to C along the member CD. Okay, and rotate this in anti-clockwise direction. To joint C in anti-clockwise direction and cut the once. Okay, so this movement 41.64 is lying on the right hand side of the joint C. consider the moment in member DC. It is 25.70, that means it is in anticlockwise direction. So rotate the joint D in anticlockwise direction and it should cut the member once. That means it is acting toward the left hand side of the joint D. So connect these two points by a straight line. Now here you have to superimpose the free bending moment diagram. So here the load is uniformly distributed load. For uniformly distributed load, the value of free bending moment diagram is WL square upon 8. Okay, if we solve this, we will get the value 50. Now here the load is acting at the center, okay, of the member. So here value of free bending moment diagram will be WL upon 4. Okay, if you put the value of W and L, so we get this value as 37.4. Now here the load is not acting at the center. So here free bending moment diagram value will be W AB upon L. Put the value of W, put the value of A, that is 2, and B as 1 and length as 3. So we will get value 26.67. Here it is a UDL, so joined by a second degree curve, here joined by a straight line, and here also by a straight line. Okay, so this is the superimposed bending moment diagram. Okay, so in this way you can draw the superimposed bending moment diagram. Okay, so thank you very much.